I'd like to welcome you to this evening's special concert. He was surprised when I invited him to be a concert performer at this convention, even though he is frankly one of the rising stars of Filk fandom at this point in time.
Hi. Hi. Thank you.
You probably don't know that he's written 70 Filk songs so far this year. And this is his first year in Filk fandom as such. That combination is unheard of. But more importantly, he's pretty good at it. And he's good at the guitar and singing stuff too.
Lem started if you haven't already.
So, lady, Kathy, you had a comment to make?
Just make sure that you get a chance to be an Interfilk guest before you get a guest of honor gig, or you'll never be allowed to be an Interfilk guest.
I don't know how to make that happen, but I'm sure all of you can help.
Trust
Hint,
me,
hint.
trust
all right.
me, it's possible.
Someone has to nominate him.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you for a performance by this evening's special guest, Griff.
Thank you. Okay, so I have to warn you that at least one of my songs is slightly spoilery, but I assume that if it's been more than 5 years since the show was out, well, then you needed to watch the show. So, if you don't want to be spoiled on The Good Place, you might want to insert earplugs at this point, because I don't want you to leave the room, because my ego is getting a lot of strokes by having people here. Thank you. So this is called Welcome to the Good Place. Spoiler alert, first season. I must inform you that you are dead, but now you're in the good place. Don't let it go to your head. You'll have a soulmate who will drive you mad with attention, affection, and love, and a house and a perfect afterlife. This'll fit you like a glove. It's just that everyone here is better than you, and you're selfish. That's how you'll know that you don't really belong here. That's the torture you'll undergo. Come on in, I must tell you of your demise. But now you're in the good place with a bunch of other really good guys. You'll make decisions every day, little ones and big ones too. And of course you get to worry about which decisions will work for you. It's just that we won't mention your indecisiveness or how everybody hates your guts. You'll be saddled with people's secrets, and that torture will drive you nuts. Come on in, you've arrived here, TOA. And now you're in the good place, and you'll be here every day. You'll throw all the best parties, and you'll be the most in a be-in. And your sister won't be around to be that person you've never been. We won't mention your insecurity or your self-centered striving for praise. You're surrounded by obvious losers, and that torture will last for days and weeks and months and years. You're surrounded by obvious losers, and that torture will last for days. On you, come on in, you're no longer among the alive, but now you're in the good place. We're so glad to see you arrive. Your soulmate will long for a loving word, or perhaps a loving look, but your vow of silence still holds here, and besides, you're really a crook. We won't mention your Molotov cocktails or the stupid way you died, but you know that you don't belong here, and that torture runs far and wide. So welcome to the friendliest neighborhood the good place has ever seen. This time around, we're serving shrimp at every food canteen. So welcome to neighborhood 12358W. We're on the 563rd reboot, and we're here to torture you. So have a great time here in the good place. Don't bother thinking at all, because if we have to reboot this even one more time, Sean will kill us all. And if we have to reboot this even one more time, Sean will kill us all. And I was not at the right capo. My apologies for that. I should have been about 2 steps higher, but we'll just pretend that I sang a bowl. Okay, so next 2 songs are from Dune. I have to find them because I don't have them. Okay, so You've all read or seen Dune at this point, I'm sure. I happen to think that Duke Leto kind of got short shrift. All right? He shows up and then he's gone in the first third of the book. This does not amuse me. I'm also looking at you, George R.R. Martin. Anyway, but we just didn't get enough time with Duke Leto, with the first Duke Leto, and I feel that that's sad. And so I wanted to write a song about what he might have been thinking when he realized that this bountiful, wealthy fief that he was bestowed was not actually what it looked like, and that maybe the emperor had it in for him. And this is called Leto's Oath. Oh, Jessica, my Jessica, what would you have me do? Oh, Jessica, my Jessica, I have to hide from you. You'll never know the pains I take to keep you by my side. We dare not wed, but share my bed if I must take a bride. If only I could find a way to keep you safe and well. If only I could find a way to keep you both from hell. If only I could keep you safe, traditions all be damned. If only I could hold you in my hand. Oh, Jessica, my Jessica, the men must think you spy. Oh, Jessica, my Jessica, I hate I have to lie to them and you and everyone, and even to our boy. I will confess, don't think me less, it's just a damned ploy. If only I could find a way to keep you safe and well. If only I could find a way to keep you both from hell. If only I could keep you safe, traditions all be damned. If only I could hold you in my hand. The storms are coming sooner than we realize. The storms are coming sooner than we know. Stay with me and brave tradition's yearnings. Stay with me so you will never go. Oh, Jessica, my Jessica, this will be over soon. Oh, Jessica, my Jessica, the Empire's sorry boom has brought the war, and nevermore will I obey again. We'll make it through, I'll marry you, and cursed be his reign. If only I could find a way to keep you safe and well. If only I could find a way to keep you both from hell. If only I could keep you safe, traditions all be damned. If only I could hide you in my hand, in my hand. I might be slightly happy about that one. Okay, so then my other Dune song is about Paul when he's taking his Sandrider test. Yeah, I'll keep it there. No, I think I'll drop it one. My voice is saying, no, let's not try to be at capital 4. Let's not do that. Okay, so this is going to sound a little similar in terms of rhythm, and I actually wrote this one first, and we were reading Dune, and I had not yet gotten to Paul's Sandrider test when I needed to write the song. So then for like 2 weeks, I couldn't play it for him, which annoyed me. So here is Paul's Sandwriter test. This song is called Maker, Maker. Stilgar has tested me time after time, but today is the day I meet my Maker. Either upon the worm I will climb, or the desert becomes my breaker. The desert becomes my breaker. Part of the desert do I now become. I hear the sand giving fractious way. The thumper gives out its rhythmic drum, and I see the Maker I'll ride today. I see the Maker I'll ride today. Maker, Maker, willow the sand, ruler of this ancient land. Maker, Maker, come to me now. Together we'll show them how. Together we'll show them how. I now stand ready, my hooks in hand. I see it pass and run to meet it. The worm glides swiftly through distant sand. That wild old Maker, I must greet it. That wild old Maker, I must greet it. I set my hooks in its ancient hide, and as it rolls I stand and stay. Oh lovely Maker, now all will know, Muad'Dib has passed his test today. Muad'Dib has passed his test today. Maker, Maker, willow the sand, ruler of this ancient land. Maker, Maker, come to me now. Together we'll show them how. Together we'll show them how. We ride behind in a triple line, hook set to do my bidding. Stilgar stands beside me now, his face so grim and forbidding. His face so grim and forbidding. Sloppiest work that I've ever seen, he says in a voice so dark and gray. And then he laughs and shouts to the sky, you are a sand rider this day. You are a sand rider this day. Maker, Maker, willow the sand, ruler of this ancient land. Maker, Maker, come to me now. Together we'll show them how. Maker, Maker, willow the sand, ruler of this ancient land. Maker, Maker, come to me now. Together we'll show them how. Together we'll show them how. Together we'll show them how. Craig, yes. So that was the Queen. She's my brighter and sharper guitar. This is Gordon. I got him 3 weeks ago. I love him. Let me double check and make sure that he's in tune, because the weather here has really been playing havoc with their tunings. And I felt like she was out of tune the whole time. I don't want him to be out of tune. So give me just one moment, folks. Tuner.
I hadn't seen any of those. Neither of those covers, please. And neither does Majestic anymore. He's kind of taken off over the past 1 year. Taken at least this.
Tuning is good, so you guys don't have to cringe.
Oh, right.
All right. So one of my favorite fandoms is Stephen King. Okay, I am of the 70 or so songs that I wrote, 53 of them during 50-90, 20 of them are Stephen King songs.
Oh.
Not that that's a lot of, yeah, that is a lot of songs. Let's just pretend that it's not. And this song is about a character in the Dark Tower who is having some trouble, shall we say, this viewpoint character. He, first of all, he's hearing voices in his head, which is not normal, and what they're saying to him, you will find out when I sing the song, but it's not normal to hear voices, yeah? And then also, he's absolutely obsessed with doors, because recently he was in the desert with this guy named Roland, the gunslinger, and everything made sense there, and then he got returned back to his own world, and now nothing makes sense, and every single door he sees, he's convinced he's going to open it, find the desert, walk through, and everything will make sense again. This means he's opening things like the girls' bathroom door, trying to find the desert. This is also not normal. Worse still, he's not stupid, and he's aware that none of this is normal, and that he may just get put into the Sunnyvale Sanitarium, because that's what they do with crazy people. Oh, and did I mention he's 11? He's 11 years old. This is a lot of stuff for an 11-year-old to be dealing with. So this song is called Unfound Door, and it's slightly spoilery, but not terribly spoilery for the second, or I think it's the third book of the Tower. So it's called Unfound Door. I woke up from a dream of doors all calling me to come. But first I have to stop this inner fight. For one half of me says I'm dead, the other says I'm not. And both of them are certain they are right. I must be going crazy, isn't that what voices mean? My father, he will say that I am full. I won't make it to the desert, no, it's Sunnyvale for me. Isn't that where all the crazy people go? There are doors round every corner, and the answers are behind. If I open all the doors, I'll finally know. Are there other worlds a-calling me, or have I lost my mind? If I find the unfound door, I'll have to go. I wrote my final essay, don't remember it at all. When I read it, I was frozen to my core. So I said I have to step out, and I left it all behind. The door I went through, just another door. Then I found a book of riddles and a book about a train. I don't like its look, it's hungry, mean, and vile. But I know my door is waiting, I will find it soon again. And when it opens, there will be a trial. There are doors round every corner, and the answers are behind. If I open all the doors, I'll finally know. Are there other worlds a-calling me, or have I lost my mind? When I find the unfound door, I'll have to go. I will have to risk the doorway in the house up on Dutch Hill. I don't know if I will ever make it home. But I found the rose, I have the key, and I'm focusing my will. I'll go through the door, and over there I'll roam. I can feel him on the other side. Roland waits for me, and he'll draw me as he drew the others near. He will catch me if I falter, he will save me from the storm. I must go now, there are other worlds than here. There are doors round every corner, and the answers are behind. If I open all the doors, I'll finally know. Are there other worlds a-calling me, or have I lost my mind? when I find the unfound door, I'll have to go. But when I find the unfound door, I'll finally know. So I'm sure many of you know or know of Summer Russell. Okay. And I fell in love with her song, Frodo's Song, which was her very first filk song. And I learned how, she and I became friends at Consonance last spring. And I learned how to play Frodo's Song. And then I messaged her on Discord and said, please, honey, please, 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 may I please play this song sometimes? And she said, play it for me. And so I sent her my recording of it, which is very different. So I don't know how many of you have heard Summer's album, which you need. If you have not heard her album, you need to go right now to Bandcamp and get her album. But Summer has this amazing way of doing finger picking where you're never sure if she's arpeggiating a chord or playing the melody or something in between. I can't reproduce that. And so I created this very basic, it's strummed. And I sent her the recording and she came back with, wow, I want to hear this when you get to OVFF. So then we sat down at OVFF, and then all of a sudden there were like 9 people jamming around this song. Mm-hmm. So this is called Frodo's Song, and I am so happy to have permission from Summer to play this for you. I am going to put it a step up though, or a half step up because I need it that way. I see the years run onward, long with a love that overflows. Stand with me to look a while together. Night was deep, but morning shines forever. We are meant to live and will be whole again. And I will carry far as any heart can wear. What your eyes in all their kindness show, I know now, my friend. I love that song. I don't know if it shows. Okay, so this last song No, it did not come to me while reading Shauna Maguire's Wayward Children series, because I had not read them when I wrote this song. And for me, this song, if you have read The Dawn Treader by C.S. Lewis, to me, it's Eustace telling this story about everybody else has gone to Neverland, everybody else has gone to Wonderland, everybody else has gone to Oz, and nobody tells me how to get there. It's called The Road to Neverwhere. Alice told me tales of how she used to be a little girl escaping to where none can see. She said that she found Wonderland and told me true. She told me just exactly what I have to do. Dorothy said how the road leads ever on, holding to your friends as you are ever drawn toward the Emerald City and the witch's lair. Maybe you are walking into Neverwhere. Time to go to sleep, it's time for bed. Time to go and rest your weary head. Time for slumber now, it's time to dream. Time to let it go. Time for you to find the road to Neverwhere. They'll tell you all about it, but it's never there. Time to find the wind, the door, the mirror bright. Time for you to go. Lucy told me of the lamppost in the wood, where once a tree of purity had grown and stood. She couldn't tell me more than that, she said to me. We all must find our own way to the Silver Sea. Megan Calvin told me of the Tesseract, such a scary name for such a simple act. It took them to the deepest, darkest ways of space, but both of them were yearning for a better place. Time to go to sleep, it's time for bed. Time to go and rest your weary head. Time for slumber now, it's time for dreams. Time to let it go. Time for you to find the road to Neverwhere. They'll tell you all about it, but it's never there. Time to find the wind, the door, the mirror bright. Time for you to go. Time runs faster as I grow and change. Childhood runs behind me, oh it's very strange. Sometimes I see the Cheshire smiling from a tree. Sometimes I just don't know what to make of me. I'm never sure if it is real or just a game. They chase the white stag down, so I must do the same. A rabbit hurries past me in a rush to fare. Will I ever figure out the road to Neverwhere? Time to go to sleep, it's time for bed. Time to go and rest my weary head. Time It's up to you. I'm over my time.
No, but there's nobody after us.
There's just a circle after. It's okay if you do it another one.
Okay. Well, that was my finale song, so now I've got to find something. Oh, let's see. Joe, help me out. Do you think Kinky Polly or Tom O'Malley or what?
Do hurt.
Do which?
The
Oh, Numb?
Numb.
You want me to do Numb?
yeah.
I don't think I have it in my song.
Okay, then don't worry about it.
No,
I mean-
no, I want to hear hurt now.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
actually
know
Numb.
Hurt. Hurt is not a song that I know.
Numb.
Yeah, no, I don't have it. I don't have it, Joe.
Okay, don't worry about it. Then do Kinky Polly Girl, because that's a fun one.
Okay,
End on a
we'll,
fun
we'll
one.
end on funny.
So cute.
I like funny.
So, when Joe and I went to consonants, we discovered that the Venn diagram of people who are in fandom or go to fan conventions, there are 4 circles in the Venn diagram, and they all overlap, and there's just like little tiny arcs around the outside. Okay, and those are kinky, poly, geeky, and queer. So if you're in any of those or all of those groups, we're good with this. This really was brought home to us by Judy Bemis and her husband, who were sitting next to us at breakfast on the day we left consonants. And Judy just made this, very casual mention of their third, who wasn't with them this weekend. And Joe and I had gotten intimations of other parts, but that part was the best part. We looked at each other. And then driving home from consonants, because we were in the car, and we had an extra 2.5 hours in the car because there was construction all the way down the 5. It was not a good time to be driving on the 5. I'm going to use her for this one because it's a brighter song. Whoops. I'm so glad I had the lid on that. Okay. Can you pick up my water?
Eventually.
And I actually would like to probably have some water before I sing this one. And so we developed this story of 2 people who meet at a con every year, and that's their relationship. So it's sort of a, same time next year kind of thing.
Same con next year?
It's a play by,
Yes.
help me out here. Yeah.
New strings?
And let me, I'm nervous about her tuning because she sounded out of tune when I played her earlier, and I want to make sure she's in tune. Oh, that's, wow, she went way out of tune in like nothing flat. Let's fix you. Nope. She's going way sharp, and I don't know why. Seriously? Am I that bad? You're gonna throw me an earthquake? I'm good with that. Let's see. Ooh.
You make the earth move under our feet.
I just want to say it's probably when the plane's flying, right?
It might be.
It's called air
It might be.
conditioning.
We'll say that it's that. Okay, so anyway, so this song is called Kinky Polly Girl Next Door, and if you want to sing along, please do. So.
You got it.
I saw her and I was smitten. Her smile was clear and bright. On one hand she wore a mitten, and in her hair there was a light. She said, "It's very nice to meet you," as I paid my fee for the con. And I couldn't help but notice she had a Star Wars t-shirt on. Then I saw her in the dealer's room, picking out a flogger. The tall dude browsing with her said, "Oh, I didn't mean to hog her. Please take your time and have a chat. I'll just go and have a walk." Then he disappeared and I realized we were finally gonna talk. She was the girl I'd always dreamed of. She was the one I'd been waiting for. She showed up on my lucky day, just a plain Jane everyday kinky poly girl next door. I complimented her t-shirt. I said, "I really love that show." She smiled at me and my knees went weak, and then she said, "I know." And we sat down at a table in the hotel dining room. Now I don't know how long we talked, but she took me to the moon. She was the girl I'd always dreamed of. She was the one I'd been waiting for. And she showed up on my lucky day, just a plain Jane everyday kinky poly girl next door. Our connection was electric. I literally felt a spark. She said that static electricity won't even leave a mark. And then she held up her new toy and said, but do you think that this one will? All I could do was stammer out a yes ma'am through a chill. She was the girl I'd always dreamed of. She was the one I'd been waiting for. And she showed up on my lucky day, just a plain Jane everyday kinky poly girl next door. Now what happened next was a secret, and I can't repeat it here. But I'm sure you've all heard this before. I see her every year, and we have a date each Sunday at our yearly Star Wars con. And when that date is over, she's just checking out and gone. But she's the girl I've always dreamed of. She is the one I've been waiting for. She shows up and ends my lucky day, just a plain Jane everyday kinky poly girl next door. Come on, sing with me. She was the girl I'd always dreamed of. She was the one I've been waiting for. And she showed up on my lucky day, just a plain Jane everyday kinky poly girl next door. Yes, ma'am.